Welcome to an extraordinary journey through the heart of Tibetan history, a place where ancient wisdom, spirituality, and breathtaking artistry come together in perfect harmony. In the shadow of the mighty Himalayas, a unique culture has flourished for centuries, leaving behind stories etched in stone, painted in vibrant hues, and whispered through the mountain winds. Tibet, often called the roof of the world, is much more than a geographic wonder. It is a sacred land, a cradle of Buddhism, and a beacon of profound spiritual teachings that have captivated minds and hearts across the globe. Its history is not just a timeline of events, it's a living testament to resilience, devotion, and the unyielding spirit of a people united by their faith. As we explore Tibetan history, imagine yourself standing before the grandeur of the Potala Palace. Perched high above the bustling streets of Lhasa, its golden roofs glisten in the sunlight, symbolizing enlightenment. This iconic structure isn't just a marvel of architecture, it's a bridge between the earthly and the divine, a place where spiritual leaders once meditated and shaped the destiny of an entire nation. Beyond the palace, the monasteries scattered across the rugged Himalayan terrain tell their own stories. Jokang Temple, a sacred sanctuary in the heart of Tibet, holds the essence of Buddhist devotion. Its walls are adorned with intricate murals depicting the life of the Buddha, each stroke of paint a testament to the dedication of Tibetan artisans. But what inspired these incredible creations? How did the harsh, unforgiving landscape influence the development of such magnificent structures? The answer lies in the deeply spiritual connection between the Tibetan people and their environment. The towering mountains, vast plateaus, and clear open skies served as a constant reminder of impermanence and the pursuit of higher truths. Every golden roof, every sacred mural, and every whispered prayer reflects the Tibetan understanding of the universe, a balance between the physical and the spiritual, the transient and the eternal. These monuments were not built to simply endure time, but to inspire generations to seek peace, wisdom, and enlightenment. Today, Tibetan history continues to inspire those who seek meaning in their lives. The wisdom of this land teaches us about harmony, compassion, and the pursuit of inner peace in a world often overshadowed by chaos. So join us as we unravel the mysteries of this extraordinary culture. Together, we'll uncover the stories behind the golden roofs, the sacred murals, and the unyielding faith that defines the spirit of Tibet. Let this journey be a reminder that history is not just about the past. It's a beacon, lighting the way for the future. Stay tuned, and let's explore the timeless beauty of Tibetan history together. Tibet's history is a story unlike any other, a tale of resilience, adaptation, and a deep-rooted spiritual journey. Nestled high in the Himalayan mountains, this remote plateau became more than a geographic wonder. It grew into a sanctuary of unique cultural and spiritual practices, isolated from the rest of the world, yet profoundly connected to something greater. Long before Buddhism arrived, Tibet was a land of ancient traditions, steeped in the practices of the Bon religion, which revered the natural world and sought harmony with its powerful forces. But the 7th century brought a seismic shift. The introduction of Buddhism, under the reign of King Songtsen Gampo, marked a turning point that would shape every aspect of Tibetan life. From governance to daily rituals, the teachings of the Buddha became the foundation upon which an entire civilization was built. However, such profound transformation was not without challenges. Was this shift entirely peaceful? Or did it ignite conflicts within the region? To truly understand Tibetan history, we must look beyond the golden image of enlightenment and delve into the tensions and trials that accompanied this spiritual evolution. The blending of Buddhism with the indigenous Bon practices wasn't instantaneous. It was a gradual and at times turbulent process. Monasteries rose across the rugged plateau, becoming centers of learning, meditation, and artistic expression. Yet these same institutions often found themselves at odds with traditional powers, leading to internal struggles that reverberated across the region. Even today, the echoes of these early tensions remind us that transformation often demands sacrifice and perseverance. Despite these challenges, Tibetan Buddhism flourished, creating a legacy of profound wisdom and unmatched artistic achievement. The teachings of compassion, mindfulness, and impermanence spread beyond the mountains, reaching hearts and minds worldwide. Iconic figures like Guru Rinpoche, known as Padmasambhava, played pivotal roles in embedding these teachings deeply into the Tibetan psyche. Their influence is immortalized in sacred texts, vibrant murals, and the timeless chants that continue to resonate within the monasteries. The resilience of Tibetan culture is a testament to the strength of its people and their unwavering devotion. Each golden roof that crowns a monastery, each prayer flag that flutters in the wind, and each mantra whispered into the crisp mountain air carries the essence of a history that refuses to fade. As we explore the intricate tapestry of Tibetan history, we uncover not just a story of the past, but a living testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt, endure, and thrive. What lessons can we learn from this extraordinary journey? How can the wisdom of Tibet inspire us to navigate our own paths with courage and grace? Stay with us as we dive deeper into the mysteries of Tibetan history. Together, we'll uncover the resilience, beauty, and timeless truths that make this land a beacon of hope and enlightenment. Tibetan monasteries are much more than places of worship. They are living testaments to centuries of devotion, education, and artistic brilliance. In every carved beam, every painted mural, and every sacred statue lies a story of perseverance and spiritual enlightenment. Among these extraordinary structures, one name stands out as a symbol of Tibetan history and culture: the Potala Palace. Perched high on the Red Hill in Lhasa, the Potala Palace is more than an architectural wonder. It is a beacon of spirituality and a treasure trove of history. With its gleaming golden spires and towering white walls, the palace seems almost otherworldly, as if it were built to connect heaven and earth. But beyond its imposing beauty lies a deeper mystery. Is the Potala Palace merely a symbol of political power, or does it hold secrets of spiritual awakening that have inspired countless generations? To answer this question, we must delve into its history. Constructed in the 7th century during the reign of King Songtsen Gampo, the Potala Palace became a spiritual and political center during the time of the 5th Dalai Lama in the 17th century. Its halls and chambers are adorned with exquisite murals, intricate carvings, and sacred artifacts that speak of a profound connection to Tibetan Buddhism. Each element of the palace reflects a fusion of religious devotion and artistic mastery, offering visitors a glimpse into the soul of Tibetan culture. But how did ancient architects achieve such grandeur in a time when modern tools and technology were non-existent? Imagine the challenges of building this monumental structure at such an altitude where the air is thin and the weather unpredictable. The construction of the Potala Palace is a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the Tibetan people. Using locally sourced materials like stone, wood, and rammed earth, and guided by their deep spiritual faith, these architects created a structure that has withstood the test of time. The design of the palace itself is symbolic. The three main sections, the red, white, and golden parts, represent spiritual enlightenment, purity, and the path to liberation. Its thousands of rooms house everything from meditation halls to shrines, libraries, and tombs of past Dalai Lamas, each space steeped in significance and history. The Potala Palace is not just a building, it is a living monument to Tibetan resilience, creativity, and devotion. Every mural painted within its walls tells a story of the Buddha's life or the great deeds of Tibetan saints. The air inside is thick with the scent of burning incense and the sound of whispered prayers, creating a sense of peace and reverence that touches everyone who steps inside. As we stand in awe of this magnificent structure, we are reminded of the timeless lessons it embodies: the power of faith, the pursuit of wisdom, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Tibetan monasteries like the Potala Palace are not just relics of the past. They are windows into a world where art and spirituality intertwine to create something truly extraordinary. So join us as we explore the mysteries of Tibetan history and uncover the secrets behind its iconic architecture. Together, let's celebrate the beauty, ingenuity, and spirituality that make Tibetan monasteries a source of inspiration for the entire world. Tibetan art is more than just a visual experience. It's a sacred language, a bridge between the earthly and the divine. Every painting, sculpture, and artifact tells a story of devotion, enlightenment, and the journey of the soul. Each stroke of a brush, each chisel mark on a statue, carries a depth of meaning that goes far beyond its aesthetic beauty. Take the mandala, one of the most iconic symbols in Tibetan art. At first glance, it's a stunning geometric design, intricate and vibrant. But look closer, and you'll see a map of the universe itself. Each line and color, each concentric circle represents a cosmic truth, a microcosm of the vast, infinite world. More than just art, mandalas are profound spiritual tools. They are created as a form of meditation, a practice of mindfulness that guides the artist and observer alike toward a deeper understanding of existence. But the power of Tibetan art doesn't end with the mandala. Across monasteries and sacred spaces, murals come alive with the stories of the Buddha's life and the deeds of bodhisattvas, beings who have attained enlightenment but remain to guide others on their spiritual paths. The vibrant colors, the fine details, the symbolic gestures, they all invite us into a world where every element has a purpose, every figure a lesson to teach. Imagine standing before a massive Thangka painting, its intricate details unfolding before your eyes. The Thangka isn't just a work of art, it's a portal to another realm. As you gaze into its depths, you're not merely looking. You're being drawn into a story of compassion, wisdom, and transcendence. Each piece of Tibetan art serves this dual purpose, to inspire and to instruct. What makes Tibetan art truly extraordinary is its ability to connect the earthly with the divine. The materials used, minerals for pigments, yak hair for brushes, precious metals for gilding, are as much a part of the process as the spiritual intent behind their creation. Every element is infused with meaning, a reflection of the artist's devotion and the teachings they aim to convey. But here's the deeper question. Can art truly guide one's spiritual journey? Tibetan history suggests it can. For centuries, these artistic traditions have been central to meditation practices. By focusing on the patterns of a mandala, a practitioner is drawn into a state of deep concentration, a step closer to enlightenment. By contemplating the serene expressions of a Buddha statue, one is reminded of the path to inner peace. Tibetan art is not just about creating, it's about transforming the raw into the sacred, the mundane into the divine. It's a testament to the Tibetan people's ability to merge their profound spirituality with their artistic ingenuity, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire the world. As we explore these masterpieces, let's reflect on their meaning. Can the beauty of Tibetan art truly lead us to a higher understanding? Can the stories they tell resonate with us in our modern lives, helping us find peace and purpose? Share your thoughts as we continue to uncover the profound connections between art, history, and spirituality in the extraordinary world of Tibet. Imagine standing before a monastery perched precariously on the edge of a cliff, seemingly defying the very laws of gravity. This is Tibetan architecture, a breathtaking union of human ingenuity and the majesty of nature. These structures, carved into rugged mountainsides and nestled among clouds, are more than just feats of engineering. They are profound expressions of a philosophy that values harmony with the environment over domination. Tibetan architecture reflects the wisdom of a people who have lived in one of the most unforgiving landscapes on Earth. The towering Himalayas, harsh winds, and frigid temperatures have shaped not only their way of life, but also their approach to building. The use of local materials like stone, timber, and rammed earth is a testament to their deep understanding of sustainability. These resources were not just practical, they were sacred. By using what the land provided, Tibetan builders honored the environment, treating it not as a resource to exploit, but as a partner in creation. Take, for example, the iconic Takchang Monastery, or Tiger's Nest in Bhutan, a structure deeply influenced by Tibetan architectural traditions. Clinging to a sheer cliff face, it seems almost a natural extension of the rock itself. The builders didn't impose their will upon the land. They adapted to its contours, allowing nature to guide their design. This approach embodies a fundamental Buddhist principle: the interconnectedness of all things. In Tibetan architecture, the boundary between the natural and the man-made fades away, leaving behind a seamless blend of the two. But these architectural marvels are more than practical or aesthetic achievements. They are sacred spaces designed to inspire and uplift. The positioning of each monastery is deliberate. High above the valleys, they offer not only protection, but also a sense of closeness to the heavens, a physical representation of the spiritual ascent toward enlightenment. The steep paths leading to these monasteries are not merely routes. They are pilgrimages, symbolic of the challenges one must overcome on the spiritual journey. Inside, the architecture continues to reflect deep spiritual meaning. Prayer halls are adorned with intricate murals and statues, their layouts designed to guide practitioners into a meditative state. The thick walls, small windows, and inward-focused courtyards create an atmosphere of serenity, shielding visitors from the distractions of the outside world. Every beam, every stone, and every corner serves a purpose, both functional and spiritual. The philosophy behind Tibetan architecture is clear. It's not about conquering the environment, but about coexisting with it. These structures remind us of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. In a world increasingly marked by excess and unsustainable practices, Tibetan architecture offers a lesson in humility and respect for the natural world. As you explore these incredible structures, ask yourself, what do they teach us about living in harmony with our surroundings? Could this blend of sustainability and spirituality hold answers for our modern challenges? Tibetan architecture is not just a dialogue with nature, it's a meditation on how we, as humans, fit within the grand tapestry of existence. Join us as we continue to delve into the history and philosophy of Tibetan culture. Together, let's uncover the wisdom these ancient structures have to offer, reminding us of the beauty and balance that can be achieved when we choose to live as one with our world. Tibet's history is a tapestry woven with triumph and turmoil. For centuries, this sacred land has endured countless challenges, foreign invasions, harsh natural disasters, and political upheavals. Yet, through every storm, the spirit of Tibet has remained unbroken. It's a story of resilience, of a people who have not just survived, but preserved their rich culture, spirituality, and identity against all odds. Imagine the rugged Tibetan plateau, where towering mountains stand as both guardians and barriers. The isolation created by this landscape fostered a unique way of life, deeply connected to nature and spirituality. But it also exposed Tibet to the wrath of the elements, earthquakes, landslides, and the relentless cold. Despite these hardships, the Tibetan people found strength in their faith. Buddhist teachings became not just a guide to enlightenment, but a source of solace and determination in the face of adversity. Tibetan history has also faced human challenges. From Mongol invasions in the 13th century to political struggles in modern times, Tibet's sovereignty and cultural identity have been repeatedly tested. Yet each wave of turmoil was met with resilience. Monasteries were rebuilt after destruction, sacred texts were preserved in secret, and traditions were passed down, even in exile. These acts of preservation were not just about survival, they were declarations of the enduring Tibetan spirit. Take the Yokong Temple, for example. This sacred site, built in the 7th century, has withstood centuries of wear and conflict. Through fires, invasions, and revolutions, it has remained a beacon of Tibetan Buddhism, its golden roof shimmering as a symbol of hope. How did the Tibetan people find the strength to rebuild time and again? The answer lies in their unwavering faith, a belief that hardship is a path to greater wisdom and compassion. Tibetan architecture, too, reflects this resilience. Structures like the Potala Palace and the monasteries perched on cliffs are not just feats of engineering, they are symbols of endurance. Built to withstand earthquakes and harsh weather, these buildings are a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the Tibetan people. They remind us that resilience isn't just about enduring, it's about thriving, even in the face of overwhelming odds. But what lessons can we draw from this resilience? Tibetan history teaches us the power of adaptation. When faced with challenges, Tibetans turned to their spirituality and their community for strength. They didn't resist change, they embraced it, finding ways to integrate new influences while preserving their core identity. It's a reminder that resilience isn't just about holding on, it's about growing stronger through adversity. In our own lives, we face struggles that may feel insurmountable, but the story of Tibet shows us that even in the darkest times, there is a way forward. It teaches us to find strength in our values, to lean on our communities, and to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. As we explore Tibetan history, let's reflect on the resilience that defines this extraordinary culture. How can we apply these lessons to our own lives? How can we find the courage to rebuild, the wisdom to adapt, and the strength to preserve what truly matters? The spirit of Tibet is not just a story of the past, it's an inspiration for the present and a beacon for the future. Join us as we continue to uncover the remarkable stories of Tibetan history, and let their enduring spirit guide us on our own paths to resilience and renewal. The influence of Tibetan Buddhism reaches far beyond the towering peaks of the Himalayas. Rooted in centuries of tradition, its teachings have touched hearts and minds across the globe. Figures like His Holiness the Dalai Lama have become universal symbols of peace, compassion, and wisdom, embodying the core values of a spiritual tradition that continues to resonate powerfully with modern audiences. Tibetan Buddhism offers a profound perspective on life, one that feels increasingly relevant in today's fast-paced, often chaotic world. At its heart are teachings of mindfulness, interconnectedness, and compassion, principles that guide individuals to live with greater awareness and empathy. In a society driven by constant distractions and material pursuits, these ancient practices provide a much-needed antidote to stress and disconnection. The Dalai Lama, as a spiritual leader and global ambassador of Tibetan Buddhism, has played a pivotal role in bringing these teachings to the world stage. His messages of universal compassion, nonviolence, and the oneness of humanity have inspired millions, transcending cultural and religious boundaries. He reminds us that at the core of Tibetan spirituality lies a simple but profound truth. True happiness comes not from external achievements, but from cultivating inner peace. One of the most transformative aspects of Tibetan Buddhism is the practice of mindfulness. This ancient art of living in the present moment has become a cornerstone of modern wellness movements, embraced by people from all walks of life. Yet its roots trace back to the monasteries and meditation halls of Tibet, where monks dedicated their lives to understanding the nature of the mind and the path to enlightenment. Equally powerful is the concept of interconnectedness, the idea that all beings are deeply linked and our actions ripple through the web of life. In a world facing challenges like climate change, social inequality, and political division, this teaching feels more urgent than ever. Tibetan Buddhism encourages us to see beyond the self and recognize our shared humanity, fostering a sense of responsibility for the well-being of others and the planet. But why do these teachings resonate so deeply with modern audiences? Perhaps it's because Tibetan spirituality speaks to something universal, an innate longing for meaning, connection, and peace. It offers tools to navigate life's uncertainties, to find stillness amidst the noise, and to cultivate a sense of purpose that transcends the material. As we delve into the global impact of Tibetan Buddhism, we are reminded that these teachings are not confined to monasteries or the sacred mountains of Tibet. They are alive in the hearts of people who practice compassion in their daily lives, who meditate to find clarity and balance, and who strive to create a kinder, more harmonious world. What can we learn from this timeless wisdom? Could it be that the ancient principles of mindfulness and interconnectedness are exactly what we need to heal our fractured, fast-paced world? Tibetan Buddhism shows us that the path to peace begins within, and that through small acts of compassion and awareness, we can create profound change. Join us as we explore the remarkable journey of Tibetan spirituality from the highlands of Asia to the global stage. Together, let's discover how these ancient teachings continue to inspire hope and transformation in a modern world hungry for wisdom and peace. As we come to the end of this journey through the rich tapestry of Tibetan history, one truth stands out above all. Tibet is a testament to the resilience and creativity of the human spirit. In the face of unimaginable challenges, harsh landscapes, foreign invasions, and cultural upheavals, Tibet's people have not only endured, but thrived, leaving behind a legacy of profound beauty and wisdom. The majestic monasteries perched high on rugged cliffs, the intricate mandalas that map the universe, and the timeless teachings of compassion and mindfulness. Each element of Tibetan history reflects a deep connection to something greater. These are not just relics of the past. They are living symbols of hope, offering inspiration to anyone seeking meaning and strength in their own lives. Tibetan history teaches us that even in the harshest conditions, beauty can flourish. It reminds us that adversity is not the end. It is a call to create, to preserve, and to rise above. The golden roofs of the Potala Palace, the sacred chants echoing through monasteries, and the vibrant murals adorning temple walls all stand as beacons of light in a world often shadowed by challenges. As you reflect on this exploration, ask yourself, what part of this journey spoke to you most deeply? Was it the architectural marvels that seem to defy gravity, the spiritual teachings that guide us toward inner peace, or the unyielding resilience of a culture that continues to inspire the world? These stories are not just about Tibet. They are about us all, reminding us of our capacity to endure, to grow, and to create beauty even in the face of adversity. We invite you to carry these lessons with you. Let the spirit of Tibetan history inspire your own journey and share that inspiration with others. Together we can honor the timeless wisdom of this extraordinary culture and keep its teachings alive for future generations. If you've been moved by this journey, let us know in the comments below. What resonated with you? What lessons will you take with you? And don't forget to share this video with fellow history enthusiasts, friends, or anyone who could use a bit of inspiration today. Thank you for joining us on this incredible exploration of Tibetan history. Until next time, may the spirit of Tibet guide you toward peace, compassion, and a deeper connection to the world around you.